So, hi, this is Midnight Blues and Other Musings, a figure skating podcast. Today, we're thrilled to talk to our two very special guests to talk about their career, training, goals. The 2019 Skate America bronze medalist, a two-time U.S. Peter medalist, and two-time World Junior medalist, Christina Carreira and Anthony Ponomarenko. Woo!
Hi. And I just realized it's supposed to say 2020, so total typo on my part, but
2020,
yeah. So we just wanted to start with some fun questions to kind of like go it in. So these are kind of just quick questions for both of you. So what was the last thing you watched?
New Amsterdam, the new episode of New Amsterdam.
Yeah, no, good choice.
Family Guy.
Okay. What song do you think best describes you?
No clue.
This is how we do it.
Okay. Do you think your zodiac sign describes your personality?
Very much so. Yeah, I'm a Capricorn.
I'm an Aries, and I think
okay. So. Good. What month would you want to get rid of in the year?
May? I don't know why. There's no reason. I just have nothing in May.
All right, I'll say May too.
May too? Okay. What are the nicknames you've been called in your life?
Pom Pom, Pom, Tones, Tony, Pony.
Pony's new. That's Scott's.
And I said Tony, right?
Yeah.
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 Anton.
Christina?
I don't have as many. It's either Tina as a joke because I don't like it. Is that it? I think that's it. Yeah, my friends in school used to call me.
That's so cute.
That's it.
Have you ever been called CC? Like I know our initials are both CC, and I get called CC all the time.
No, never.
No CC? Oh, such a shame. Such a shame. And then what are your guys' pets?
I have a chinchilla, and I have a little Maltipoo. His name's Charlie.
What's the chinchilla's name?
Tiffany.
Tiffany?
So cute.
I have a King Charles Cavalier named George.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome. Like King George, kind of. Yeah. All right, thank you. Hopefully that was fun.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll get into more serious questions now. So your coaching switch to Ice Academy of Montreal's Extension Skating School in Ontario to train with Scott Moir was one of the biggest things in ice dance this spring. So we're dying to know more about it. In the last 2 years of their competitive career, Tessa and Scott talked a lot in interviews about how they took full ownership of their career and kind of ran the show in all aspects of their skating. So in what ways has this move allowed you to claim ownership of your career?
Well, I think with every decision we make, it's more of a team effort.
Mm-hmm.
It's not as much like the coach telling us what to do or us saying what we want. It's really a collaborative effort, and I think because we're working with so many amazing people, I think good things are gonna come out of it.
And I think like taking ownership of our career, like we really wanted to make this year collaborative with our new coaching staff and just us in general. We really want to put our print on our programs. So we're given the opportunity to be ourselves this year more than ever before.
Awesome.
Yeah, well, kind of walk us through the differences between training in London compared to your day-to-day training. Tell us what it was like in Detroit compared to London, basically.
Well, in London, our day is very, very structured. We're our schedule is made for us, and it's there's a science behind everything we do in the day. It's not just working to work, which I feel is more logical and more beneficial. So that's been the biggest change, honestly. It's
Yeah.
really night and day.
Like every 15 minutes, we know exactly what to do, what to work on. We're given a task at hand, and we work very hard on it to complete it every single day. And I think that's what's the biggest difference from Novi to London is that structure and that basically just everything's done for us in terms of what we need to do.
Yeah, I agree. I was gonna say, like, as an athlete, like I definitely feel like I crave structure in all parts of my life, and like even with practice and training, like I think it's really like underestimated how much structure really helps with training and focus and preparation, because it is hard to focus for one task, like working to work, whereas if you have that specific like 15-minute chunk, you're just able to get the work done and like move on and progress.
Yeah.
Even in like the 15-minute increments, like Scott writes in capitals, like do this like after what we're supposed to do in that 15 to really like prove a point on what we need to work on and what we need to improve.
Yeah, that's awesome.
It's awesome. So what areas of your skating were you most excited to improve over the last couple of months with Scott and the extended IM team?
Well, their skating technique is pretty different. They have a more of like a British technique than the Russian technique that we're used to. So it was like kind of relearning how to do everything. I think it was super fun to learn. We're still learning, obviously.
Yeah.
But they're just so fun to work with, and they're such good coaches. They explain everything like in such a good way. We love working with them.
And like just looking at, we've only had one style for the past like 8-9 years, so just looking at skating in a different point of view and doing things a little bit differently, it's fun to expand on what we already know.
Would you say that like your style as a team still predominantly like remains in the Russian style, but you're able to kind of like implement some of the parts of the British style that really work with your skating, or are you trying to find a mesh of the two?
I think we're trying to find a mesh of the two, because obviously like our base is never gonna go away.
Yeah.
We're trying to build on that. So yeah, I think obviously the more we go, the more we'll have their technique, I think. But for now, it's very much
I think we want to keep the good aspects of the Russian technique and apply all of the IM technique that we've been learning this past summer.
Oh, that's awesome. So this is more to Christina. How is London? How's being back in Canada?
It's good. Well, actually, London's just came out of the lockdown yesterday.
Oh my gosh, exciting!
Yeah, we ate on a patio.
Oh, fun.
It's nice. I like it here. We were in Montreal last week, and that was fun.
Yeah. Lovely. Oh, did you get to see your family?
Yeah, I went home over the weekend, but during the week I was staying closer to the rink because I'm kind of.
Yeah, that's awesome. Did you feel that being back in like Montreal really helped you with the focus? Like as an athlete, like I compete a lot of times like in my hometown in Sacramento, and I always feel like more comfortable at home. Did you really feel that when you were back for the week? Obviously, maybe you were a little nervous being back, like your first time meeting everybody, but did that like really help you being at home, being in your hometown, even in this kind of like nervous time?
I think it did help. I think we're both like, we feel at home kind of everywhere we go. Like,
that's awesome.
Michigan is really the place that I consider home. And then Montreal is the other one because my family's there. But I've lived in Michigan like half of my life. So that's really where like I think of home. But yeah, it's so great to see my parents and live with them. So
yeah, I know. I know even as college students, our parents were like so pleased to have us home over the last year. They're like, please don't leave, go back to school. Who did you train with in Montreal? I know they definitely have the specific groups, and even in COVID now, it's definitely more structured with who trains with who. So what was it like? What sort of teams were you able to work with and be on the ice with?
So we were going for our free dance choreography. Romai is doing our free dance. So we worked mostly with him, and a lot of the time we were by ourselves on the ice, just because it's like easier for choreography to play music whenever. We skated with Maddie and Zach, Laurence and Nick. Sasha and George. I'm forgetting them, but we skated with a lot of teams. We saw Gabby Guillaume,
Oh yeah.
Olivia and Adrian, Maddie and Evan. We saw most people.
You
We
saw everyone.
saw everyone. Yeah.
You saw the whole United Nations.
Yes.
So I have a question for you. So what language does the coaching team speak to you? Obviously, Christina, you speak French. Do you translate for Anthony, or do they speak in English to both of you?
So this is funny because over the last 8 years it was Russian.
Oh, of course.
Now it's kind of switched.
Oh my gosh. You've got the power now, Christina.
Yeah. Sam is really like Franglish.
Okay, Franglish.
It's both. I don't really notice when he switches back and forth, but then I'll look over at him like, what? So, the lift coaches, when they give me corrections, it's in French, but you, it's in English. Patch is in English most of the time. And then Romai was a lot of French.
So Anthony, are you working on your French, or are you just gonna like rely on Christina for the next couple years?
2 years in school, but I feel like I need to start learning French again.
Yeah.
Just because
Yeah, downloading Duolingo like as we speak.
Christina, do you speak Russian? Are you semi-fluent?
I can understand when it's skating related.
She understands a lot.
If it's not skating related though, I don't understand that much.
Yeah. I definitely like I speak Italian, and definitely like my Italian's very like academic focused. So it's very funny to see like what types of a language people know. Like you could probably like obviously watch any skating, you're like, oh yeah, like so interesting, and you like watch a TV show and you're like, what the heck is going on here?
Okay. So this is more for Christina. And so what's your inspiration when you think about costumes for the season? Do you think about the music, the feeling? What do you think about?
Well, this is the other really nice thing about these coaches, that they bring a lot of ideas to the table. So it was like for our short, we still don't know what he's gonna wear. But my costume
Boys are so easy though, it's okay.
Yeah, boys are easier. But Sam like literally walked into one of our lessons. He was like, I see this. And I was like, oh yes, this is what we're doing. And then he showed Mary France and she was like, sold. That's it.
Oh my gosh, yay.
I see usually like I would go on Pinterest and find pieces I like, or styles or eras that I like.
We love Pinterest here. So obviously you've had this very collaborative process. So would you say that the design process has gone very smoothly, or have you had to like go back to the drawing board and find like a better, more awesome option, or are you like, was it like boom set?
It's still in the process for the free dance, just because it's pretty new. But it's been a pretty smooth process. Like I think we give each other ideas and then we just build on kind of on what we want.
Yeah. So Christina and also Anthony, you can answer this, but girls do put a little more work in. What's your process when you think about styling in terms of your hair and your makeup? Do you try to kind of do the same thing and apply to every program, or create like a brand new look for every program you have?
I like playing around with makeup. I don't think I'm the best at it, but I like playing with it. Usually like the colors I'll use will like go with the dress. And then for hair, it really depends on like the era of the program, like what it calls for.
Do you like do you like hair up or hair down? I know a lot of ice dancers like kind of vary between the two.
It depends how long my hair is. When my hair is long, I hate it half up, half down. It just gets in your face all the time. So probably hair up is
What's your go-to makeup brand? I know we both love Glossier. We were talking about it earlier.
I've always wanted to try Glossier. I've never.
They have a sale now.
They have a sale, 20% off.
Monday.
20% off. Now is the time.
Okay, I'll go buy some after this.
It's like, this is my favorite product, rosebomb.com from Glossier.
Uses that.
Incredible, changed my life.
Okay,
It's
I'll
you gotta go. Glossier is incredible. Great makeup. I'm wearing a full face right now.
I'd say maybe like I kind of use from every brand. I feel like Charlotte Tilbury has some products for everything.
Love Charlotte
I'll
Tilbury.
go Charlotte Tilbury.
That's good. Anthony, do you have any comments on styling? Are you pretty simple to style? Do you feel?
I'd say I'm pretty simple. Like moving camps and moving training sites, I like kept my hair long just to see what the coaches wanted from me in terms of length and style.
And it's short now.
It's short now. They didn't like the long hair, and I think starting this season, I'll probably have a fresh face going into competitions, and that's it.
They said no hockey flow. Get it away.
Yeah.
So we talked a little bit about this before, but you guys are both multilingual. Have you picked up much of each other's non-English tongue from each other? I know Christina, Anthony said you're very good at Russian. Anthony, do you feel you're getting better at French or no?
I think I'm not getting better at speaking it, but I'm definitely getting better at understanding and up what the conversation
That's
is
all
about.
that matters, I feel like.
I agree.
The conversation. That's good. That's all you need. You don't need to speak.
Yeah. No speaking aloud.
You can speak English. It's fine.
Anthony's going to be seen and not heard.
Okay, so we kind of touched on this before, but how did it feel to be reunited with your old training mates, Maddie and Evan, when you went to Montreal for choreography 2 weeks ago?
Oh, it was so good to see them. They're the best. Like, they're honestly the sweetest people. We had breakfast with them. It was super fun.
Yeah, they're so humble and so great, and it was just like a breath of fresh air seeing how happy they are, and we're all in a better place and we're all so happy.
Oh, that's so good. That's so good to hear.
It's great to.
That's awesome.
To see that.
Did they give you any tips or advice for the transition, or like living in Canada, or like anything like that?
They more like they've always done this. I feel like they just guide us with where we need to go. I feel they're just great role models.
Yeah, when we first started skating, like they were the top team, and it was just watching them train and seeing how they work. So we learned a lot from them, and we're going to continue learning a lot from them.
Yeah, that's definitely awesome to see how far you guys have come, and hopefully will go in incoming years. So exciting to see the improvements you both have made and obviously will make.
Thank you.
Christina, I remember reading an article on USFSA that you were born with hip dysplasia, and it's obviously a very serious condition because it can lead to labial tears. You've been skating since you were 3. How have you been able to manage it with your athletic career?
Well, I think the doctor was wrong.
Oh my god, okay. Yeah, I was like, wow, so impressive that you've been able to like skate competitively.
Well, I did have that. They just told my parents that like I would never run.
Okay. Well, who needs running?
Right. I mean, I can run. So yeah, I think he just said like the worst case scenario.
Okay.
Which wasn't the case. But,
well, that is awesome to hear. I'm so excited about that. And I also another question. I know you broke your 5th metatarsal bone over the last spring, and I also broke that exact same bone in the fall. Yeah, hurts so bad. I'm sure you can relate. And I was stuck in PT for the longest time. So what was kind of the PT process for you? Obviously, like in the boot and the crutches, then you're on the boot and you're able to walk, and then moving back to skating.
Well, so I was convinced it wasn't broken.
Yeah, I did too. I lived in denial for a week. It was so bad.
I lived in denial for a month because it was like COVID. And so I didn't want to go to like see a doctor where there were cases and stuff. But then after a month, my foot just like, I couldn't walk properly. Like it just wasn't rolling. It felt like something was wrong. And I took it out of my shoe, and like, I didn't even take off my sock yet. And the doctor was like, it's fractured.
Oh my gosh. Did they have to re-break it, or did they just put it in the boot? Okay, that's good.
They just put it in the boot. I was in the boot for like, what, 8 weeks? Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, same for me. Yeah, I lived in denial. I like told my trainer, I was like, it's definitely sprained. It's definitely sprained.
I like it was sprained.
Yeah, I was like, oh my god. So like, note for everyone, if you're hurt, if you roll your ankle or hurt your foot and think it's a sprain, it's probably not a sprain. For sure.
Yeah, I'm like the world's most injury prone person. Like I'll just like speed walk and I'll like tear 3 ligaments, which has happened before. I always tear the same ligaments in my right ankle. It's awful. I hate it so much.
Your poor ankles.
I know, literally. So I live in denial for about 8 weeks, and then I will still attempt to do everything in my boot, but awful. I hate being injured. Being injured is the worst. Everyone hates being injured.
Yeah, no one likes it.
So we have a question for Anthony. Obviously with skating, for male ice dancers, they have to find this delicate balance in their training between cardio and weightlifting. But some skaters favor more to get more rotations because they're lighter, lift more to better support their partner. Can you kind of describe your off-ice training regime now, or talk about how it's changed over the years?
Well, before it was a lot of just weightlifting, not a lot of cardio. Really when the pandemic started, that's when I started doing the cardio. I was biking almost every day, running when I didn't have a chance to bike. And I kind of fell in love with cardio. And moving to London, now I have a very structured workout plan. We both do. We go to Scott's old gyms, and they've made an entire program around what we need, like from every day, Monday to Sunday, like every day what we need to do to be the best that we can be. So it's a lot of weightlifting, a lot of just structuring and getting our bodies fit, and so it's really a mix between cardio and weightlifting. I'd say that most of our cardio is done on the ice now. With occasional running and biking.
Yeah. Awesome.
Christina, do you weightlift as well, or is your training more cardio focused?
Yeah, we do a lot of weightlifting. Well, it's more resistant based.
Oh yeah,
it's not
love the
so
bands.
Much they hurt.
I do the bands too.
Yeah, our workouts are like based in different phases, like week by week. So it's been really great to work with this guy here. He's so good. He's so like, they come into the gym and they know what we need to improve and what needs to be done in our sessions. Very productive. Super
professional, and it's great. It's been great, and we feel a difference that we've been there for 6 weeks, and we already feel a huge difference.
Yeah. So I don't know if you guys have spent a lot of time on TikTok. I know I have, but a lot of figure skaters have gone like really viral in the last year on TikTok, like Amber Glenn, Karen Chen, and really opening figure skating up to this wider audience. Una and Gage Brown also went viral over the summer, and we're kind of seeing that in like social media today, people are getting really excited about figure skaters like skating to modern music and doing like TikTok trends and just like dance trends in general. What do you think about that?
I think it's really cool that a lot of people get to see it.
I think figure skating definitely needs a wider audience. Like it's such a great sport, and TikTok is a great platform for that. We're really happy with all the skaters that have.
It's awesome. It's so exciting to see.
Yeah. And it's just bringing in, and it's skaters who are the future of this sport. So it's very great to see that all these skaters have a following now, and they're being lifted up through the platform. I think TikTok is great.
Yeah, we also missed your TikToks, Christina. They were really funny, and we missed them.
Maybe I'll start again.
Yes, start again. We'll boost it.
Yeah. So Anthony, we were really struck with your description in the USFS article this week, in which you talked about how you would sneak down at night to look at your parents' medals, and you would look at the Olympic gold medal as your goal. And for every athlete, especially those in Olympic sports, that is a long-term goal. But I want to hear a little bit more about the goals you have for yourself and as a team this year and the next.
Well, of course, like with us, with Olympic gold being the epitome of this sport, I think that's a goal of ours, and we work hard every day to try to become Olympic champions. And it's I think having my parents with all the experience that they had, I think it's a great advantage because they did make mistakes in their career, and we're learning from their mistakes, and we're learning from what they experienced so that we could be the best that we can be. With that being said, I think our goal for this season is just to make an impact. Like we made this move, we've sacrificed a lot, and we just want to make an impact. We want to show that we're the future, and like for the next quad, we want to be the ones on top. So we come in and we work really hard to try to make that happen.
Awesome.
You guys are talking about how like we're gonna be the ones on top, and I was talking to Pri about this last week, but it's really interesting. Like all the top teams next year are like our generation, like they're all Gen Z, which is gonna be, obviously that's been happening in like singles and ladies for a long time, but this is the first time in ice dance, people born in like the 2000s are gonna be like the top teams, and I'm excited for it. Get some youth in there to kind of like liven it up a little bit.
Great.
We're excited.
Yeah. So looking forward to fall. Do you know when we're going to see you next on the ice, ACI or another pre-Grand Prix competition?
Well, our goal for the summer is getting ready for Champs Camp, which you won't see that.
Yeah, we won't see that. but exciting for you.
Yes. And then we'll probably, I'm assuming, do 1 or 2 senior Bs, and then we'll do our Grand Prix. But I don't think we're planning on competing before Champs Camp.
What Grand Prix do you hope to get invited to? Like, what Grand Prix are the ones where you're like, yes, like, cannot wait to go?
Russia is actually really fun because the people just love skating there, and it's always like you're gonna get a good event.
Yeah.
And the organizing committee is great. They really make sure that you're very comfortable from the beginning to the end. Cup of Russia is a great event.
Yeah. And you two seem like super, super friendly with Russian skaters. It's very like endearing.
But they're really nice.
And then also, obviously, Cup of Russia, Christina, I know you're a huge fan of all the Russian lady skaters. It must be really fun to see them compete at home in front of their home audience, like doing what they do on the ice.
Yeah, I'm obsessed with them. They're so good.
Aww.
Yeah, I follow them like religiously.
You're going to be like #1 Sambo 70 like fan. Like you are like they're every competition.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
You and Tiffany seem to have such a cute relationship with Alina. It's adorable. Yeah.
She's super sweet. We like text on Instagram sometimes.
Oh, that's adorable. That's adorable. Anthony, do you go to Russia often, or no, to visit extended?
I wouldn't say often, but the times I've went, it's been really great seeing family, people that I haven't seen many, many years. And it's always fun going back, like all the nostalgic feelings of childhood.
Your grandma always comes.
Yeah.
And then she cooks.
It's really great. Every time we go to Russia for a competition, my grandma always comes out. And like the last time when we were in Moscow, she took a 22 to 24 hour train ride.
Oh my gosh.
Because she lives very far away from Moscow. So she took that train to see us, and she cooked for us. It was really great.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's so sweet. That's really awesome that you have like wherever you compete, you always have like family there to support you.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So we're gonna end this interview with a fun little question. What has been each of your guys' favorite program from any discipline in the last quad?
Oh, the last quad.
Yeah, last quad.
Meaning like 2018?
Yes, 2018 to now.
The Olympics.
Okay.
That's hard.
That is a hard one.
You can name a couple. We were like, we were trying to like answer the question. We're like, oh, we can't pick just one. So it's okay if you pick a couple.
Can I pick a short and a free?
Yeah. Do that. Do that.
Free dance, I think. Gabby and Guillaume, what they did, the spoken word one.
Okay. Yeah, spoken word.
And then for short, probably Castaneda's like shorts.
Oh yeah,
departure?
the departure.
Yeah.
So pretty, so pretty.
Yeah.
I was just thinking Max Richter, who did the short program music for her, the one she picked. No one else has skated to his music, and it's so good. I was listening to one of his soundtracks to study, so maybe for future reference, because no one else has skated to it, and the music deserves to be skated to. It's beautiful. Anthony, what about you?
I think for free, I'd say Maddie Nevin's Snake Charmer program.
Oh, that was
good.
Definitely brought a different vibe to ice dance with everything that's been coming out since 2018. It was so different, so new, very exciting. And I just, every competition, like even if we were on the ice with them, I was mesmerized. I would just watch them do that program.
We never were though. We always got to watch their practice.
It was amazing. So free, I'd say that. For short, I'd say Nathan Chen's. No. I'd say Jason Brown's Cinderman.
Oh yeah. That was so
good.
I think we were so lucky he kept it for 2 years and we got to see it performed at Worlds. I was like, oh my gosh. And like, I want him to keep it for the Olympics. I don't care if it's like 3 more years. It's just
he always has good programs though. He's one of the I've ever worried about.
his short program in 2019. I forget what it was too. It was Love Is a Bitch. Yeah. So good. That one was probably that one. He always has good short programs.
Yeah.
Always overperforms. There.
But yeah, thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to talk to us. Thank you so much. We hope that everyone had as much fun listening to this as we did talking to Christina and Anthony today. We wish you the best of luck this season and cannot wait to see you guys in the fall.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye-bye.